Jonathan Brown Menzies coming at you from Mulberry Street in the NYC. We're at St. Patrick's Old Cathedral. A little bit of info from Wikipedia. The Basilica of St. Patrick's Old Cathedral, sometimes shortened to St. Patrick's Old Cathedral or simply Old St. Patrick's, is a Catholic parish church basilica in the former cathedral of the Archdiocese of New York, located in the Nolita neighborhood of Lower Manhattan, New York City. Built between 1809 and 1815 and designed by Joseph Francois Mergine in the Gothic Revival style, it was the seat of the Archdiocese until the current St. Patrick's Cathedral in Midtown Manhattan opened in 1879. Liturgies are celebrated in English, Spanish, and Chinese. The church is at 260 to 264 Mulberry Street between Prince and Houston Streets, with the primary entrance on Mott Street. Old St. Patrick Parish merged with Most Precious Blood Parish, and the two churches share priests and administrative staff. And time to go in for confession. Here it is, guys. A nice courtyard out here with an old graveyard. Very peaceful. Full calendar of events. And some of the benefactors here of the St. Patrick's Old Cathedral. Amazing stained glass windows. Very nice. Beautiful glass in memory of Mary A. Mangan. Here, the 1868 Henry Urban pipe organ. Sounds beautiful. And the new class of seminarians. There's a lot of them from all different countries around the world, just like New York, a city made up of all countries of the world. And some gifts that you can buy here to remember the old St. Patrick's Cathedral and also support the work of this church. Check this out. This is really interesting. Original stone from the gable wall of the Apparition Chapel in Ireland, presented to Monsignor Donald Sacano, pastor of the Basilica of St. Patrick's Old Cathedral here in New York. I think that might be his picture down there. Very interesting here. A history of the church painted on the wall. The original cathedral of the Archdiocese of New York. The first church in the United States to be dedicated to Ireland's patron, St. Patrick. And the bishops and the pastors painted on the wall. And this is actually the front of the church. Didn't realize that came in from the back, but what a beautiful building. Very, very welcoming volunteers here. Also, Archbishop John J. Hughes, 1797 to 1864. Another shot of the old graveyard beside St. Patrick's Cathedral, the old St. Patrick's Cathedral. Within these grounds are buried the pioneering priests. These and other pioneering priests of the Diocese of New York who are buried here in unmarked graves are commemorated by this plaque in gratitude for their service and sacrifices and in keeping with the resolution of parishioners expressed after their deaths. And what a beautiful building on a glorious spring day. The Basilica of St. Patrick's Old Cathedral. An old entrance into the crypt, it looks like, a glass covering. That's really cool. And they do offer tours of this church also. I'm sure you can find the info on the website. The Reverend John Dubois, 3rd Bishop of New York, from 1826 to 1842. St. John N. Newman, ordained in this cathedral a priest of New York on June 25th, 1836, by Bishop John Dubois. Canonized June 19th, 1977. And this is a very, very old stone marker here. Here lies the remains of the Right Reverend John Dubois, 3rd Bishop of New York, who departed this life December 20th, 1842, in the 79th year of his age, in the 17th of his episcopacy. Did I say that right? Episcopacy. The old St. Patrick's Cathedral complex was listed on the National Register of Historic Places August 29th, 1977. And check out this old brick wall here. The old graveyard. A little bit of tranquility in New York City. And I will say this about the old St. Patrick's Cathedral. There are tourists here, people from all different countries of the world. You can hear the accents, tourists coming in, checking out this beautiful building. But you definitely wouldn't call it a tourist trap. There's room to move around, soft music in the background, peace and quiet, time to gather your thoughts and reflect. Highly, highly recommended, guys. And wrapping it up, along Mott Street, just outside the main entrance of the old St. Patrick's Cathedral, back to the old hustle and bustle of New York City, Prince and Mott Street. Now a pretty trendy neighborhood down here. And here's another volunteer at the church. Gotta say, the whole staff here, very, very approachable. Guys, I just want to show you right across the street from the old St. Patrick's Cathedral, attached to the little cupcake shop, is Pope Francis himself, and a little message. The little cupcake says, "Letter of His Holiness Pope Francis to the popular movements. This may be time to consider a universal basic income." Probably the biggest advocate of social justice we have here in the world today. Guys, have you been to the old St. Patrick's Cathedral? What did you think? Leave a comment, leave some advice, something I missed. If you like this video, hit that like button right now. Do you have a suggestion, something here in New York City that I should go see? Leave it down below. I'll go there, I'll record it, put it up here on YouTube for all to see. Guys, if you really like this video, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, from Nolita, NYC, Jonathan Brown Menzies, signing off.